It's a wild vibe that this band. Yeah, because it's like they're trying to do like I don't know. It's like if Ronnie Spector was into Satan, and I don't know. It's just like it's a rock and roll thing. But anyway, they're opening that Ghost. They're going to fit right in on that tour. But if you're not hip to Twin Temple, it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's nothing that I think that MMS is playing, but. I think it's a guy and his wife. She's kind of cute. But again, she's kind of got that Elvira thing going on, and he's... Let me try to find some Twin Temple here to give you a little taste of what they're doing. Lucifer, My Love is one of their songs. It's all, It's like if Lana Del Rey was into Old Scratch.
Lucifer.
I kind of like it. It's, if you're into that
it's
stuff.
It's different, yeah.
I mean, if you like Ghost, you're clearly into some silly stuff, so why not? There's just a couple of people, I think it's just a guy and his girlfriend or his wife or whatever from L.A., and they going out doing their thing. Satanic Doo-Wop is one of their albums. So, good for them. Cavaliers are playing tonight. They're still on the road. They're not back home until Monday. We'll get preempted on Monday for an afternoon Cavs game. But they're in Utah tonight, Salt Lake City, to play the Jazz. It's a 9 o'clock tip-off, so 8:30 here on WMMS is when the pregame coverage will begin. They'll play the Spurs on Friday night, the Thunder in Oklahoma City on Saturday, and then again back here at home against Kyrie and the Nets on Monday afternoon, the 3 o'clock tip. And Cavs are still doing well. They beat the Kings by 1 point night before last. You want to get yourself some appropriate gear for any game or anything you're doing in and around Cleveland from CLE Clothing Company. Make sure that you're using the promo code HOOPS. About halfway through the month now, but you can use it all through the month of January. I saw that the city of Lorain got themselves one of those script signs now, too.
Nice.
Everybody wants to
turn your city around.
That's how you. Apparently, that's what they think. Is Parma's got one.
What else would you need?
Cleveland's got one.
Indianapolis has one.
Mm-hmm. But theirs is just NDY, and then you stand and be the I. So the sign just says NDY, and then you stand and become the I for Indy. Right.
That's how you save money.
You don't have to pay for eyes.
Uh-huh.
It's a capital letter. The rest of it's all lowercase. So capital letter is going to cost more.
So they didn't want...
It's just a stick, though.
They didn't want Indianapolis. They wanted NDY.
And like Indy.
But do people in Indianapolis call it Indy?
Yes.
Like if you're in San Francisco and you call it Frisco, locals will try to punch you in the face because nobody calls it Frisco. I wasn't sure if Indianapolis, people there call it Indy.
The Fran, baby.
They call it the city, which I always thought was it's very humble of them. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so you can stand.
Is that the one Joe Walsh was singing about?
In the city. I don't know which one. He kept it purposely vague. So, where a lot of bands, they'll say, hello, Lincoln, Nebraska. They write the name of the city on the back of the mic stand. You play the city, in the city from the Eagles, and we just played their promo. They're coming through, playing the Romo Fijo. It works for any city. They go, here's a song we wrote about you guys. And then
Who's all in the Eagles for this tour?
Vince Gill replaced
Glenn Fry.
Glenn Fry in the band. Yeah, so it's Henley. It's Vince Gill, which I think is an interesting get.
That's a weird one. Because he's like a country guy, right?
He is, but the Eagles are have always been kind of a country-ish band anyway.
Band,
Joe Walsh.
I love Joe
I think
Walsh.
Tim Schmidt is still in there. And that might be it.
Okay. I love me some Joe Walsh.
But boy, I miss Glenn Fry. Yeah. You cannot, not that they're trying to, because Vince Gill I don't even think sounds like Glenn Fry, but Glenn Fry was so great in the Eagles. I know people hate the Eagles. Some people do. I like them a lot. Just because my mom played them, and so I have a lot of affinity for that band. But, Glenn Fry was so good. He put out a lot of good solo stuff. Henley's kind of got to stick up his ass all the time. Like, I like the Eagles. Sorry, Eagles. They're not even the. Eagles fans get really upset if you call them the Eagles. I will have another $1,000 for you to do with whatever you see fit in a couple of minutes. It's going to be your next chance to grab one of these keywords. Alan, I'm 30. But anyway, congratulations to City of Lorraine. They got their own giant city script sign now.
Someone just sent me a picture of it, and he said...
it's right at the corner of West Erie Avenue and Broadway.
Yeah, they said it looks cool, but the view gets pretty obscured by the sewage treatment plant right behind it.
Nice.
Well, you got to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the most bucolic intersection in Lorraine? I don't know. Cost them $25,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. $25,000. It sounds largely crowdfunded to have the sign built, installed, and maintained. A 16 feet tall sign. Said it took nearly 200 man hours. Of course,
How
for
many
the same
woman hours?
Same money, it would have cost them 400 woman hours. So anyway, congratulations. They did a ribbon cutting and they unveiled the sign. I don't know what the over-under is on how soon it'll get vandalized, but who knows? So congratulations to the City of Lorraine for joining Parma and Cleveland. A lot of people don't know that Cleveland has their own script city sign.
Not even one. Multiple.
A lot of people don't know that they have multiple versions. Now, why didn't they just put Leveland and then people could kind of curl themselves into a C? Yeah.
That reminds me of that.
Or C, Eveland, and then you're the lowercase L standing
yeah.
Or
there.
you could be the V in the middle.
Yeah, there's, endless options, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not endless, but
endless.
you're not going to be a lowercase D or an A. Or,
You could.
You could try.
And
Yeah,
then
good
stand
luck.
on your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, you could do that. Yeah, sure, you could do that.
You worked it out.
I can make the letters with my body. Watch me.
Alan, I'm 37, and my mom was a nurse my whole life. And the nursing home she worked started getting bariatric patients when I was young. These are people that are really, really fat and are going to have that surgery.
Yeah, the lap band.
And her establishment wasn't equipped to handle them. They would have to take people over to the agricultural service and weigh them on the grain scale.
Oh, goodness.
The grain.
How big do scales stop at? 500?
I don't know.
Let's stop before 500.
Well,
1,000.
my dad... Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I remember just in the episode
Horses can be half a ton, you know?
1,000-pound sisters, they had to take them to it was like a warehouse where they weigh like loads, and they sat her
Like
down,
trucks and stuff.
literally, and it was like I think it probably went up to like 25,000 pounds, and this one was like,
oh, that's a big load.
you're 890, bitch.
My dad
Probably
had
didn't
what
call him
was...
bitch.
Yeah, they might have. Well, it seemed like a regular bathroom scale, and he was about 400. So I would
That's
assume...
probably like the top level.
400 is probably as high as they go.
4, maybe 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think when you're that heavy, that's when it's fun to find an analog old school scale. So it goes when all the springs
spring
come out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Step on the one at Mark's. Outside of a Mark's. He's like...
It's really bad when they can't even change out of their wheelchair. Like you have to put in the weight of the wheelchair and then factor that into the actual weight of the person.
Do math about it.
Yeah, you got to minus the wheelchair.
It's like how you weigh a baby.
Oh, I didn't
Weigh
even know
yourself, hold it, and then get back on the thing.
that. I was going to say, because these people can't even stand.
Serious.
Still can't see the numbers.
All right, let me give you some money here. It is it's $1,000 as promised. It's a chance for you to go fund yourself. About 30 past every hour, you get one of these keywords. So listen closely. You're putting them in at WMMS.com. You're not texting them. So you're putting them in. Listen, and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword deposit at WMMS.com. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck.
About Wookiee imitations the other day. I have a great one. You ready? I'm a Wookiee. I do Wookiee stuff. Hit the show. Happy New Year.
He said I do. Gene from Parma.
Gene from Parma. You can always count on Gene from Parma.
I do Wookiee stuff.
Yeah, I do Wookiee stuff.
I was talking about Wookiee imitations the other day. Great one. You ready? I'm a Wookiee. I do Wookiee stuff.
Right. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate that.
Hey, Alan, Caleb and Kent, listen on the podcast from Tuesday. You guys were talking about Drake dumping the hot sauce in the rubber. When you took...
Oh, yeah. Just to recap, the story, the girl is suing Drake because after using his condoms, he puts hot sauce in them. So these thoughts can't use...
She got all tingly down there.
Right, can't use his seed to impregnate themselves.
Years to go in the earlier days, was that the AC pinch?
Yeah.
Also, would that be considered a deep dive for a way back show? I've just been spinning the top and tucking it under like a loaf of bread. Am I doing it right?
Like a loaf of bread. Yeah, AC pinch back in the day, I'd get naked, but I still need a condom, so I'd step up between my cheeks. So that way I didn't have to run back to like wherever my jeans were and fish it out of my pocket, And some people will go, well, why wouldn't you just take and throw it on the nightstand so it's there when you need it? That betrays a huge
element of surprise.
Yes, it's not creative.
Why don't you just treat it like a
little pinch
Go-Gurt?
between the cheeks, huh?
Like a Go-Gurt.
He treats it like a Go-Gurt.
Rips the top off with his mouth.
Yeah.
You eat half of it and leave it on the coffee table.
It's better frozen anyway.
Capri Sun. S-O-N.
Am I the only one that does that?
Yes.
You are the on this show. You are the only one who does that.
Whatever. I'll die on that sword.
And by that we mean use condoms. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I use them. I
Alan's
famously use them.
using condoms with his wife.
Yeah.
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
That's right.
What
Thank
a
you, Pat
nerd.
Sajak. Huh?
What a nerd.
It is ridiculous, isn't it? I use condoms with my wife.
Yes, it's
We ran out of
Yeah.
condoms.
Yeah. Just had our 8th anniversary.
Dude. I
We have
told
a
the
kid.
story where I was on antibiotics and that cancels out your birth control. And my boyfriend and I used condoms once, and then we're like, we can wait 10 days. We're fine just to.
Yeah, listen, if you're not used to using them and that you use them, I'm sure they
awful.
suck. Yeah. But it's all I've ever known. So it's like, to me,
I guess.
what am I worried
Do you,
about?
man.
Yeah, of course.
As long as you're cool with it.
I mean, listen, I'm sure I'll get snipped. I mean, this is probably the year to hunker down and have that conversation.
You're 50.
Yeah.
You spreading that seed
I was like,
at
does it
50?
still
I
work?
figured I would just wait until Gwen hit menopause, but that's probably another 10, 15
Yeah,
years.
she's young.
Yeah, I know. So, I don't know. They say some women, the hormones and food and everything, a lot of women, they go into perimenopause or whatever when
No.
they're in their 30s. And
Don't
no?
bank on that.
Perimenopause was the spin-off of Perry Mason.
I did it, and I would do it again.
So many hot flashes.
Yeah.
Here comes perimenopause. Oh, no. Yeah, so, I don't know. We'll have that conversation.
Starred Candace Bergen.
We'll, I'll hit up Dr. Berglund, and I'll say, hey, point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Put my junk onto the robot.
Yep.
Let's get this thing done.
Sick of birth control being the woman's job. Men start getting snipped.
Well, it's been my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying
I've
I'd wait for
taken that
women. I'd wait for Gwen to go into menopause.
Well, that would just be a choice of mine. I'm not using her as birth. I'm still using condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been the birth control guy.
Good for
I've
you.
never counted a women to be using birth control, and most of them were.
Yeah.
But you have no one to blame but yourself. This is why I don't buy accidental. The condom broke. They don't ever break. Never. Not once do
I
they
had
break.
one break when I was in high
Please.
school.
If you get it out
We
of
were
the
probably doing it wrong,
If
to be
you get it
honest.
out of the day glow. If you get it out of the Dago bowl, Bill. Yeah. Hey, that's my condom. Hey, if you get it out of the Day Glow bowl at the club, yeah.
Yeah.
The tissue paper condoms, of course.
Yeah.
You can always just go back to the old-fashioned dry humping.
That's always nice.
Yeah, just a little...
Yeah, that's always nice.
No,
Dry
it's
humping.
nice.
Hey,
So nice.
I
I
prefer-
had a dry
I-
hump night the other night, and it was fine.
Oh, you're a grown man. Why are you dry humping?
Because
Wet hump.
She didn't want to have sex, so we.
So don't do anything.
We were making out. It was fun.
Making
Yeah.
out can be hot in the early stages of
Making
a
out's
relationship.
great. Is that what you're talking about? Just moving around when you're making out?
Yeah, I mean,
Dry humping,
it
I think,
wasn't
is
like,
a very specific
we're
thing.
like, well, we can't do this because our Lord will get
Our
upset.
religion, yeah.
Well, no, I
It was
understand.
the first time we hung out and we were making out, and
You didn't even want to soak?
I mean, listen, I was testing the waters
You
to see
would've
what
done
I
anything.
could, how far we could go. And
Yeah.
She said waters have run dry,
yes,
sir.
yes,
You leave your shorts
And no
on.
one makes them dry like Bill Squire.
Leave your shorts on.
Because then when she woke up, she was coughing. She's like, "Oh, it's so dry in here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
You got to run a humidifier in your pants.
She was I'm going to get a humidifier just to wetten things up a bit.
Wetting things up. Moisten them, wetten them, whatever.
Wetting the air.
Who's this lucky lady who is getting ground upon?
Yeah, it's just it's actually kind of a weird story because she was a friend of a friend, and I didn't like her the first time I met her, and then we
dry humped.
I was going to say, you know what? You'll improve your standing with someone when they let you dry hump them.
Like, over the course of just being friends with this person, we hung out a few more times, and then she hit me up last week, and she's like, hey, let's hang out. And so I was like, oh, okay. And, yeah.
But not too far out.
Yeah, not too far out. But
we're not going to wetten anything up.
Not wetting anything up, but, she stayed the night, and we had a good time.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good
dry
night.
humping, and then you go, do you want to stay over?
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Well, I mean, we were already in the bed. Like, she brought a bag.
Dry humping in the bed.
She brought a bag to stay over.
Well,
so she was planning on staying over. But it just didn't get to. And I think that's a thing. Whenever I talk to girls about, I'm like, well, I tried to move things along and she wasn't into it. They're like, oh, that means she likes you because she's not trying to do it right away.
Yeah.
That means she likes you because she's not trying to do it right away?
That's what girls are telling me.
Yeah, of course they are. Yes. She thinks you're great.
You're on record.
That's why she's record is that.
I think you're great. That's why I don't want you to touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I was touching her all over the place.
You can touch me, but we're not going to do it.
Yeah, we just weren't having sex the first night.
Until we have a connection.
Gay. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Exactly.
It's so gay.
The connecting your naughty bits. That's what the connection is supposed to be.
That's the connection I was looking for.
Gay men are like the straightest people I know. They come in, they want to get down to business, and then they leave. They're like, that's such a straight thing to do. They don't dilly-dally.
There is neither dillying nor dallying when it comes to that. That's right. I've got to take a break. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192. Listen wherever you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on